Yeah. So I guess the main takeaway, or I'll ask this question is like, maybe why do you think a landscape or outdoor photographer should take these kind of
So I think it's refreshing. Like if you're tired of the typical wide angle landscape photography, I think it's very powerful. Maybe it's your second trip to like a location, like a great landscape spot. Try that intimate landscape, or even do it on your first time. But especially on the second time, once you felt like you've gotten those perfect wide angle shots, kind of the documentary, like I was here, shots. You can focus on those more creative scenes, and this happens all the time with like I mentioned, other types of photography too. Bird photography, macro. So why not do it with landscape as well?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great way to answer
hmm
it.
What about you?
Um, I mean, I'd say in the age of like social media, people's phones, that typically there's going to be a wider angle, and like it's almost become too easy, or at least more of like a tired trope of like how people view the world in a sense in outdoors. And so like anyone can go up to a breathtaking scene. Gosh, I sound full of myself, but like anyone can go up to a scene and just like take an image with their phone, and it's probably gonna look similar to a wider angle, say. But
hmm
if you're taking like this isolated leaf on the woodland floor and you're like experimenting with like rule of thirds and focus stacking and like just the subject placement and even though maybe like the time of day and the light, it's all going to look very unique. But at the same time, it's like, oh, that image can almost in theory be taken anywhere. It could be from, you could be like the most popular national park, or it could be in your backyard. And I just feel like the universal like grasp and feel of it is like really like the main draw, I would say. And I feel like that's the best reason I could explain explanation of like why people should take these images. It's just like they feel much more open to like interpretation, I guess.
hmm Yeah, I like that line, open to interpretation. Like everybody gets something different out of it. I'm sure with a wide angle, like say it's of Niagara Falls or something. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's Niagara Falls." But if you take your telephoto and get those details of Niagara Falls, it kind of relates to everyone. If you like, me for example, like I could see a shot of the waterfall close up, and I'd be like, "Oh, that reminds me of my waterfall here at home." It can kind of relate to everyone, but in their own unique way.
Yeah, exactly. You're not taking, let's say, a shot of just Niagara Falls as a whole, but zooming into jagged rock, some mist, going around it, and it's just something different. And I feel like it's more unique that way too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to wrap it up there. I think this has been a great episode. We've kind of like really dove in here. It makes you want to do a lot more intimate landscapes. That's for sure.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, me too. So, and I hope all our listeners do the same as well. And we'd love to see your shots too. So,
hmm
feel free to tag us and share us
Yep.
with all of those too.
And let us know too, like if you want us to have any intimate landscape photographers on. I think we should definitely, maybe even have David on again. Maybe talk about intimate landscapes. Maybe try to get Alistair Ben, some of those guys, because I think that could
Sure.
be really interesting. So.
Yeah, or even if you're do this such photography or anything, really. I mean, if you want to
hmm
be a guest, just message us, DM us, let us know.
Yep. hmm